Greetings, demons, and welcome to a quick look at the brand new Strange Transmissions quest pack. This is, of course, the Dead Space collab that we've been waiting for a decent while, and, of course, includes the Isaac Clarke skin, the Rig backbling, the USG Ishimura backbling, the Plasma Cutter housing tool. Very nice. The Strange Transmissions actual quest pack, as well as the bench upgrade emote, which, yeah, is very, very cool. But, yeah, let's get everything equipped and get into the good old-fashioned staging area. Let's get into it. And here we are in the staging area. So, I guess the first thing just to check out is how the over-the-shoulder actually works when it comes to weapon handling, which a lot of people it matters for. For me, it's never been something that's that major. It's not make or break. But in case you are wondering, the over-the-shoulder looks a little something like this, with just a few different ARs just to represent that. And yeah, overall, pretty slimline skin in the grand scheme. Nothing really getting in the way, especially in terms of the helmet. The helmet is pretty small. The shoulder pads aren't anything too major. Potentially the bit of armor or, you know, suit or whatever you want to call it on the back could potentially get in the way, but I don't think it's really enough to worry about. As for movement, yeah, not too messy. And as for building, yeah, as you can see, not really anything too worrying in terms of your ability to actually see what you're doing. I am by no means a pro builder, but you can see from what I'm doing here, it's nothing to be too worried about. In terms of glider redeploy animations and gliding animations, we're of course using the UNSC Pelican, is that what it is? The Halo glider. And in terms of climbing, I forget I can't actually climb that. I need to fix that at some point. This is still very much work in progress, the whole staging area, but the climbing animations are definitely there, and they look pretty good in terms of running. Oh, that was glide again. Whoops. But yeah, in terms of running, it looks alright. In terms of sliding, pretty much as you'd expect. Let's switch over to the housing tool and actually see what this sounds like. So just doing some raw swings. Very much sounds like an energy weapon of some description. Very standard sounds for hitting. Though you can definitely hear that like singe of electronics or lasers. Very, very nice. Once again, just so you can hear it. There's no special sound effects as far as I can tell. It's very much just a generic lasery swing sound. As for emote, it's not necessarily the most interesting emote to watch as the person using it, but as we saw in the locker earlier, it is definitely something that is cool to witness. Otherwise, you can also use it to put away or actually pull out the housing tool, which is very neat. I do enjoy it when stuff has that effect. As for the back bling, this one that we have, the USG, or whatever it was called, sorry, it's alright. It's a little bit big for my liking. It doesn't really scream Dead Space to me. You know, it's obviously a very Dead Space aesthetic, but it's not really something that I'm looking at and going, oh wow, that's really suitable. As for the other back bling, this back bling I think you'll find is far more what you expect. It kind of looks like the basic skin without any back bling at all, but it does give you a little extra bulk and also the reactivity that you wouldn't get otherwise, and I do quite like that. It definitely suits skin a lot more than the other back bling, and I think if I was going to be running a back bling at all on him, it would probably be this one. Though, honestly, the skin without anything is actually pretty good as well. But in any case, that's it for the actual showcase. Let's jump into the locker and do a final run through of all the customization and other options. So, of course, starting off with the skin itself, of course, Isaac Clarke, the main character of Dead Space. And he does have a reactivity on or off setting. We didn't really get to show off what the reactivity looks like, but I assume, like with most reactive skins, it's to do with taking damage or other sorts of interactivity within the game, of a standard game, that is. But either way, it's nice to have the ability to turn it on and on and off. I assume just like with the back bling, it's a case of changing between the blue and the red, though obviously I can't clarify that without a little bit of gameplay, so that'll be something for you to discover, I suppose. As for the back bling, we have the rig, which is the better of the two back blings in my opinion. Once again, reactivity on or off, and I know for a fact this one switches between being different colours. There you go, you see the red just there, turning to blue and flickering into like a whitish or a greyish colour. Very, very nice, but you can turn that off if you want. Or you can alternatively just have no back bling at all and have the same overall colour scheme, though it does seem to be changing a little bit more without any actual... I don't know. It's hard to say what the difference is between the rig and the no rig, but in any case, still looks very, very cool, and it's good that you can also put this on other skins if you'd so wish. As for the USG Ishimura, once again, this is a reactive back bling, I believe, anyway. Yep. There is no option, though, to turn it off, though. Once again, changing between the different shades of blue and red, and a few colours between. Not the greatest back bling ever. I'm very glad that it includes both, rather than just this one, because this is a very bulky and hard to match back bling, I would say. But if you're a fan of Dead Space, I'm sure you will enjoy it nonetheless. As for the harvesting tool, harvesting tool is called the Plasma Cutter, and once again, just to hear the swing, it's very much electronic lasery sounds, and it looks very, very accurate to the game. Dead Space isn't a series that I'm overly familiar with, but I do recognise this weapon as being the main cutting tool used throughout the games, which is very, very neat. As for the description, what does this actually say? Specialised mining tool, mind your fingers. Yeah, so it is just the standard mining tool that you use for cutting and various attacks within the game. Very, very cool. No edit style for this, and no reactivity either, but that's not an issue. As for the actual emote, which actually utilises the housing tool, as you can see, you can essentially construct the housing tool, and then, I don't know if I can really show it off within this. I don't think I can, which is kind of unfortunate. But yeah, you build it up, you activate it, and that actually equips it in-game, and then you can also deconstruct it, like so. And that will switch it back to whichever your original equipped housing tool is. Very good for if you're wanting a little bit of variety throughout your match. Otherwise though, just a little bit of fun, and I do quite like the aesthetic overall of the construction. As for everything else, that is actually it for the set. Let's just have a quick look at the challenges, and that'll be it. So the strange transmissions, missions, quests, whatever you want to call them, are based around completing daily bonus goals. If you don't know what they are, essentially the top of the daily list, you have complete 1 daily quest, complete 2 daily quests, and complete 3 daily quests. You can do all 3 of those every single day, but you can only do them once each per day, meaning that, say I collect bars for limited players, collect weapons of epic rarity or higher, and search chests or ammo boxes at Meadow Mansion, that would be 3 bonus goals completed, and would complete 100 V-Bucks for the Strange Transmission quests. It's a very simple set of quests, and it goes up to 5 for a full 1500 V-Bucks, so not too bad at all, especially when you're paying £10 or I believe $12.50 for the actual set, so I am very happy with that. But in any case, that's going to be it for this quick look, so I hope you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell so you never miss upload. Otherwise, it's going to be it from me, and yeah. Bye!
Lunar rainbow flag, happy pride, rabbit with axe. Streamer, let's play, they them out like dinosaurs. FNAFN, control, not the leader of a cult. Rabbit with axe, it's Lunar.